ever thought you'd see me come back to this game? Well, I hope you did, because that means you've stuck around long enough to hear me say that. Thank you for joining again, and welcome back to Minecraft. I've said this before, if you haven't seen those videos or anything in that playlist or the playlist that this video is going to be in, check out those videos because I kind of explain it in and throughout those videos. But to paraphrase, I'm coming back to Minecraft periodically. I am not a pristine, epic, ridiculously cool Minecraft builder, but I do have a basic sense of the understanding of how Minecraft works, so I know how to build at least the basics. Now, one thing that I wanted to do in Minecraft was to just build some homes that I've had kind of in the back of my head as just a design that I wanted to build and see if it was possible to build. And I have some of them already built in this area. Now I'm going to go through and do a recap of some of this, just for those of you that may be new and have not seen any of my previous uploads on Minecraft. If you haven't, please go check those ones out. I very much appreciate it. Thank you. But I'm going to fly around real quick just to show you guys some of the things that I have done since I started building in Minecraft. I do have a new section that I am now starting on because I just recently finished Fallout 2 or Fallout Season 2, and it kind of gave me some inspiration to come back to this game just a little bit and start rebuilding some of the ideas that I had floating around in my head of just locations that looked interesting, intriguing, etc. So, before I start anything, this is where I originally started my playthrough of Minecraft. It was right here. Right here. I started literally, actually I started right up over there, and then I walked down here and started building from this spot. So this is where it starts. And I'm not going to run around to all of these locations because I've already done that before, so I'm just going to do a little bit of a speed run. So as you can see, when you come this way, I have this barn right here. This is a barn that I attempted to build. I've got some animals in it. It's rudimentary, it's nothing spectacular, but it is my barn. Now when you come out this way, and you walk this way, you come to the summer home. This right here is an idea that I've had for a long time, and I would really like to see it become an actual idea at some point. That'd be really cool. But if you'd like to see how I built this house and what I did and everything in between, again, go check out the videos in this playlist where you found this video, potentially, and see what's going on. So after I built this house and the remaining areas around it, I have this little kind of gazebo platform that gives you a nice view of the surrounding area. I've got a house up here that we'll come back to that I'll show in just this. Oh no, no! I just lost my hourglass. It's okay. I got a house down there. I have a falls right here. This goes straight to the very, very bottom of the map. Well, now that I lost my hourglass, I need a... not an hourglass, my spyglass. You can barely see it, but there's a tree right there at the bottom and a whole glass bottom. It took me forever to just dig this hole straight to the bottom. But if you'd like to see how, and more or less how I did it, check out the videos. I'd appreciate it. Now when you go this way, you go to my childhood home, which leads this direction. There's a whole pathway that leads this way. It carves into the mountain and it spirals around the mountain and it leads out through there. And it leads through this whole pathway that leads this direction to this house right here. If you'd like to see how this house was made and what I did, again, it's in the playlist. I'd appreciate it. Thank you if you checked it out. Now, coming back up here, we get to this house. Again, nothing super special about this house, but I just kind of like the open design. You got 2 bedrooms upstairs, and you got this balcony that leads off to the out front, and it gives you a really, really nice view of the valley and I guess the bay. No, not a bay, more of a lake, I guess. That's right there. It's a really nice view. Coming back in to go around. There's also this nice little pool set up in the back with a nice little cabana style section. I really like this pool. There's a really nice view of the lava falls in the distance. My first home in the distance. It's really nice. I just like the way this looks. It's really cool. Now if we go this way, this leads to this path over here. Which leads to that house down there, which I will go down the spiral staircase real quick. I feel like I should get rid of some of these blocks. I don't know why I'm doing this now. I should have done this like a long time ago. But that just gives you extra headroom, which is also really useful. There was something I wanted to add to this house down here, and I don't know if I'm going to come back to it at some point. Something I wanted to add was I wanted to expand this deck, or maybe turn this into some sort of boat dock style deck, so that way you would have access to this whole lake if you had a boat. But if you'd like to see how this house was built and what I did in the design inside, it's in the playlist. Now jumping back up here, I'm not going to run back up the staircase. I'm just going to fly because it just makes it easier. You can tell that I have these 2 spaces over here that I'm getting to. But at first, I have to get back all the way over here. To this house, the winter house. I really like this design for this house. I like this design and I like that design. There's a pathway that leads through the mountain just a little bit. And overall it also starts right there too, where we started just like a few minutes ago. Now if you go this way, it leads to this house down here. Building all of these pathways to get to these houses, and then I had to flatten out this area just a little bit and get rid of all the trees and everything that were here. This is one of the bigger houses that I've built. This is also based off of a real design. It's a real house. Kind of cool. Now we're going to get to the part that's well, no, not relatively new yet. I still have to go show you this other section. Okay, let's speed this a little. If we go this direction along this path, it leads to what I call the yurt, which is a Mongolian style tent design. I like it. I've always wanted a yurt. I think yurts are really cool and underappreciated. I also have this A-frame style home over here that I built. Again, rudimentary. They're not spectacular. It's not extreme like some people that are able to build these ridiculously big castle style houses and homes and buildings, and it's just, where do you get the time to build that? It's crazy. But anyways, the new thing that I have recently just did over the last 2 days, no, it did not take me 48 hours to do this, but it has taken me approximately 12 to 15 hours or so just to do this little bit of stuff that I have done. Let's go check out the caverns. The reason it's taken me 12 to 15 hours to do is because I've only been doing this little by little. I built this waterfall style thing right here. There used to be a part of the mountain was right here, and it split off into two paths like I have set up right here. But I decided to destroy the entire section of this mountain, build this kind of frame structure, put a single light in the center just because I can, and make this kind of a waterfall feature. I think it's kind of cool. Now leading this way. I did not dig out any of these caverns. These caverns were already here. I just happened to build this pathway leading this way. I'm going to try and figure out how to place one of the house ideas that I have in my head right here. I don't know how I'm going to make it work. I might have to destroy part of this column right here. I might have to get rid of this entire column right here just to make this work. But this is a section I'm going to come back to. One cool little part about this section is if I were to build some sort of platform all the way out here, it leads to this part right here. Look at that. Fucking cool. But I don't know if I'm going to do that. That it took me this long just to build this, and I still haven't even built the houses I have in mind. Now, let's go down this big-ass spiral staircase that I built. This spiral staircase took me a little bit of time. Oh, by the way, you get a view of... No. The waterfall feature that leads down into the caverns below. This pathway, dude, took me a long time to build. I have this little view ramp right here to give you a sense of scale. Just a little bit. You can stand back here and just see how far down we actually are so far. And again, I have not excavated any of this. This was all here to begin with. I just figured out how to place this spiral staircase column in the middle of it to make it work. Boy, the engineering and the mess ups that I made pissed me off a few times. Now we're at the bottom of the staircase. God, stop pressing that button. We were originally all the way up there past that waterfall feature. And now we're down here pretty much at the almost at the bottom of the map of the world. So I plan on putting another house, a smaller house, one of the smaller house designs I have in the back of my mind. I'm going to try to figure out how to place it in this area. I'm going to have to probably get rid of some of these. Hopefully that doesn't get rid of too much of the natural light source down here, which is really cool. So this is something I'm going to have to come back to. But if we continue on this way like the path goes, because it keeps going this way, there is another path direction up there that I might come back to at some point. I don't know. I'm debating on that. But if you keep going this way, if I'm not mistaken, we're pretty much near the bottom of the map already. But then it leads to this big-ass cavern right here. Look at this. This is so cool. Look at this cavern. And where are my fish? Yo! No! Where the fuck are my fish? Where is the axolotl? Axolotl. Yo, you have got to be fucking joking me. Where's my fish? I had fish swimming around here, and I had two little axolotls swimming in this little section right here. Where did they go, dude? You've got to be joking me. Don't tell me they died. Fuck. Well, this kind of feels like a pointless feature now. Crap. Dude, I had a few fish in two little axolotls swimming in this little pond section right here below me. That's why I added this glass floor so you could see them. Motherfucker, dude. I'm mad. That annoyed me. But check out this cavern right here. Look at this cavern. This cavern is just sitting underneath everything. And I'm going to try to figure out how to put one of the house designs I have in my head. What are you doing over here? What's this way? Oh. Where does this go? Oh, it just loops back around. Cool. Alright, so what's this way? Anything? Nothing? Nothing. It just ends right there. What's this way? And then you have this really cool natural lava fall just right here. Dude, this cavern is so fucking cool. I hope you guys will stick around to see what I build, because again, I'm only playing Minecraft as a backup, kind of, in between other games that I play, because I'm still waiting for another game to be coming out soon. So as of right now, I'm not going to be uploading every single day for a little while. Not super long. And again, I'm not a super popular YouTuber, But if you've stuck around, thank you for the dedication. I still hope you'll continue to stick around. The fuck you doing, zombie? You drowning? No? Okay. Well, it's this way. Okay, nothing this way. There's some pathways I haven't really checked on. Like, what's over here? Is there anything down here? No, there's nothing down there. Hold on, now that I'm going this way, hold on. There's one thing I haven't checked. What's this way? Oh, this is cool. Is there anything up here? Nope, it just ends right there. But that's cool. Oh, is there any other separate path direction that I haven't seen yet? Like another cavern somewhere? Is this the only cavern down here? Is there more? Okay, there's nothing that way. I've already gone up that way, it just loops around that way. There's nothing really that way. Should I go up this way? I don't think there's anything up here. I think it's just nothing. The hell was that noise? Dude, I love the fact that this is all just a large cavern. I don't think there's anything this way, right? Did I already go this way? Yeah, I did. Is there anything back this way? Okay, let's not get trapped. Let's not get trapped. I'm just gonna fly back up this, because running up this staircase is both fun and also time consuming. Okay, for this section, what's in this area? What's this way? Cool. Alright. Just getting an idea for future reference. Alright, well that's it. That's the caverns. Like I said, I have 3 different home designs that I'm going to try and fit in those 3 different areas, I hope. Hopefully they will work. Hopefully it's not a gigantic waste of time. That'd be really cool if it isn't. I still have no idea how I'm actually going to approach building the ideas that I have in those sections, because again, those sections may or may not work to the size and scale of the houses that I'm building, seeing as, well, I don't know. I mean, this size house right here could easily fit inside that first cavern. I'm sure this winter home right here could easily fit inside that first cavern. Well, they might work. But that's it. That's just a little tour And a little update to what I've been doing in Minecraft. Like I said, I'm going to be coming back periodically from time to time on this. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. And we appreciate the dedication to this channel. Thank you. We do have some things planned in the next few months. 2 of them are large plans. One of them is another medium-sized plan, I guess, is how I'm going to word it. I still hope you'll join and stick around for those. If not, that is still okay. Thank you for joining this one. Please have a good day. Please have a good night. And always, we are still hoping you're having a great life. Thank you. And goodbye, everyone.